On today's episode of the DeRaud-Messinger Show, we're predicting 1A, 2A, and 3A state football champions. Football fans, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. It's greatly appreciated. So to begin, Dylan, we're going to show some love to someone that doesn't get too much love. That 1A classification, six-man football on some good old grass. Dylan, what do you think? Who are your sleepers?
Well, Devon, I'm gonna phrase this like this, all right? You got a refrigerator, right? You're looking in for some food. And I'm pulling out a Klondike bar from the back of it. And see, I thought that was really good.
No.
Leave a like in the comments. Leave a comment. But,
Get to what you like about Klondike.
Hey,
no more
with
jokes.
Klondike, they got a returning starter in Josh Mendez at running back. This guy is a playmaker, and I think that with him leading the show, they can make a run in the playoffs. So don't be sleeping on them, all right? And make sure to get yourself a Klondike bar. And then with my 1A D1 team, I got Abbott. They return wide receiver defensive back Keaton Puschaveski. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And then QB defensive back Carson Johnson. They're going to be leading this team that did a lot of damage last year, Devon. So I look to see if they do some more damage, really work their way up, maybe to a state title game.
Okay. And on your pronouncing, it's right 50% of the time, so guys, don't take any offense there.
50%
Klondike,
of the time it works every time.
Definitely just put in just to say the name. But I also agree with you on the Abbott pick. Dave Campbell's has them as a 9th-ranked team, but I still think they are a sleeper option for a state title. They have 4 returning starters on offense, 5 on defense, and remember, it's 6-man football, so you don't have the 11-man, so it's pretty good there. They were 11-1 last year, so not bad. And the other sleeper team I have in 1A classification Division 2, you got Anton, 4 returning starters on both sides of the ball, on offense 4 and on defense 4. And they were 11-1 also last year, so they have returning experience, but also have a little bit of that winning tradition already instilled in them. But Dylan, who are winning the big game at the end of the year?
Well, for 1A D2, it was a little bit of a toss-up for me just because I was looking at who's bringing back starters, who's got less experience, and Molly County instantly, stood out to me. They keep their core together. Running backs Jake Richards and Kason Deegan, they're gonna get yards, especially in a 6-man league. So look for Molly County to win this title over the likes of Groom and Balmarea, who have some of their starters coming back, but there's still quite a bit of inexperience there. And then with my 1A D1 pick, I'm going with Westbrook, Devon. They're a top 4 team with the most upperclassmen returning to hopefully push them over the top. And I was looking between them and Sterling City, and Sterling City lost a lot of their team to a graduation, and I don't think, even with all that talent that comes back, I don't think they're going to be winning it.
Okay, I think you looked at my notes before this, because in 1A classification, Division 2, why am I screwing up those? Motley County, I also have Coach Bigham. He's got, like you said, Jake Richards, Kason Deegan, and they're going to overlook to come last year's relatively disappointing season. They went 9-3, which for Motley County isn't up to their standards. I think they're going to win the title this year. And then in the Division 1, I also have Westbrook, which is why I definitely think you were looking at my notes beforehand. Coach Matlock has a star player in Jimmy Roberts on that defensive line, and I think they're going to be winning the title at the end of the year. Now, Dylan, moving on to classification 2A. Who are your sleepers?
Well, for 2A Division 2, I have Vega. It's an offense led by QB defensive back Ryan Grow Wonder, hopefully I pronounced that right too. Hopefully I'm 50-50 on that one. And they can keep most of their offense afloat in a close division. And then with 2A D1, I've got New Deal. They had an early exit last year in the playoffs that hurts their optics going into this season. I think people are sleeping on them for that reason. But with QB Harley Patterson and running back / linebacker Lyric Eaton making up around 9 returning starters, they're going to be hungry for revenge. I'm looking to see if they can push past those early rounds in the playoffs, Devon.
Okay. I think we got some different teams here, so definitely not cheating here. Sleeper in Division 1, I got number 9 ranked Holly. They have 8 returning starters on offense and 9 on defense, and I'm big on experience that's coming back. And they were 10-3 last year, so yet again, they've won some games. The deep sleeper I got here is number 14, Joaquin. They have 8 returning starters on offense and 8 on defense, so a team to watch out for. Now moving on to Division 2, I have Cristobal. They're ranked number 12 right now, but they have 8 returners on offense, 9 on defense, and they were 12-2 last year, so I think they're going to keep up that winning tradition, but maybe see a little uptick in production in the playoffs. Now, Dylan, what are your state title picks at the 2A level?
Well, for 2A Division 2, I'm going with Mart. They're always filled with talent. They lose some starters on offense, but their defense is stacked with the likes of running back / linebacker Cladarian Campbell and defensive end Aiden Lane. Those are some wreckers on that front line. So I'm looking at them to win it over Wellington. And with 2A Division 1, Devon, now this is tough. There's the sexy pick Refugio and Shiner, but I'm going to go with Shiner. They return studs and running back Doug Brooks and athlete Dalton Brooks. And they're complete on both sides of the ball. So as much as I would love to go with our main team Refugio, I'm going to be going with Shiner.
Okay. Hey, I back my boys from Shiner, but to start, I'm going to go also at 2A D2 level. I also have Mart. Now, they win a lot of championships at Mart. They didn't end up winning it last year, but they were really close. And you can't go against Coach Hoffman over there. And as I said, they got a lot of returning starters, and that's been my theme for this video. They have 7 returning on offense and 10 on defense. And I think they're end up going to be winning that 9-state title, which they've been looking for. But then 2A Division 1, Dylan, yet again, you're looking at my notes here. I also have Shiner. I was tempted to pick Refugio. They have a lot more returning starters coming back. But as you said, the Brooks brothers, they could have their own movie title with that. Dalton and Doug, maybe the most fun players to watch in high school football. So if you guys haven't watched them at the 2A level, definitely take a look.
Missing out. Yep.
Yeah, I think that they will win the state title because I want to pick the best players in the classification to lead it there. But now we're going to look, Dylan, at the 3A classification. Who are some of your sleepers?
Well, with 3A Division 2, I touched on them about during the rankings. I felt like they were ranked a little too low. But I'm going to be going with the Elysian Fields. Hopefully you said that right, too.
Sounded right.
Well, then I'm good with that. But then I just feel like they're being slept on with that giant hole at QB. They got playmakers and wide receiver Braden Manning and running back William Goodnight. I feel like they can make up that difference that they're going to be obviously trying to fill with losing some of their starters last year. And then with 3A Division 1, I've got Hallettsville. They're ranked number 10 in the rankings. They were the runner-up last year. Obviously, they don't have Jonathan Brooks. He is now going to Texas. Hopefully to do great things, but
let's hope so.
I feel like they're bringing back a lot of starters on defense, and I think they're ranked too low. I think they can do a lot better than what people expect.
Okay, I can agree with you there. I'm going to start with the lower division, Division 2. I have 2 teams here which are similar in many ways. I got Lexington, who's ranked number 10, and now the next team I also got is Spearman. They're at number 12. Both are similar because they have a star player that's a star recruit. Lexington has Jared Kerr and Spearman has Brennan Thompson. I think both these guys are able to lead their teams deep into the playoffs. I don't know how deep, but we'll see. And then for Division 1, I also have Hallettsville, as you said. Got a lot of returning starters, and one of them is not Jonathan Brooks because he will be at the 40 acres. But overall, they still have a lot of skill level. So I think that'll be a team to watch out for. Maybe they'll be creeping up those rankings as the season goes on. But now to cap it off, Dylan, what are your state title picks?
Well, for 3AD2, this was hard just because you got the powers in Franklin and Canadian sitting right there. But I narrowed it down to Wascom, Devon. I think with running back DJ Feaster and fullback Deshaun Hamilton, no pun intended, but I believe they're going to be feasting on opponents, Devon, going into this season. And with an overall solid defense, I think they can make a surprise in the title game. And then with 3A Division 1, of course, got to go with Jim Ned. I feel like they're head and shoulders above the rest. They got running back / linebacker Xavier Wishart and QB Tate Yardley, who are probably going to repeat what they did last year. So looking to them to win the state title yet again.
Did you say Wascom?
Wascom.
Okay. Wascom represent. I did not pick them, but I respect that pick. I got Franklin. They're the number 1 ranked team right now. Coach Mark Fannin. They got defensive stars Bryson Washington and Malcolm Murphy. They were 12-3 last year, but yet again, returning starters is the name of the game. They got 9 on offense, 8 on defense. I think that will push them over the edge in terms of state titles at the end of the year. And then in 3A Division 1, I also agree with you. I got Jim Ned. Xavier Wishart is maybe the best player in that classification. I think it's their title to lose, which is a lot of pressure, but yet again, they were able to do it last year. I think in the end, they will be winning it. What do you guys think? Who do you got winning all these state titles? Let us know down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great rest of your day.